first play of the game against Washington in the preseason game. We've been told that it's the right knee. She will be reevaluated in 2 weeks.
Scan the QR code to get the app and catch these must-see matchups live. Oh, great fake from Boston, who lays it in. 7 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists for Clark, who's also been credited with 3 blocks. Mitchell overcooked it. Boston the putback, plus the foul, and a chance for 3 for AB.
Look at her, just holds position, knowing that the ball, if it misses, is probably going to be.
Hoping to get that bucket to pass Tina Thompson, but was unable to finish as Boston, an authoritative third rejection, and then a fourth. Reese on the interior and a jump ball.
Nice, great job of those long arms of Aliyah Boston here, going up multiple times, and then the block as well for the jump ball.
Can hold defensively, causing issues here in the backcourts. Kimbrough hits the deck, able to keep possession.
They almost didn't get across midcourt.
Alicia Gray has it denied. Boston sends it back. Clark with numbers. Bounce pass Howard. Mitchell running the point with Clark on the bench. Boston had that huge game on Saturday. She spins and lays it in.
Be able to get an assist after you show the graphic. That's just, those numbers are just absolutely phenomenal for Caitlin Clark.
Boston, pretty crossover, gets to the rim and draws the foul.
Boston doing such a nice job. She sets it up with the look away. I love it.
See if this can spark the fever. Boston fakes the handoff, drives at Griner, spins. Griner sticks with her. Boston wins the battle.
Now, Atlanta has 3 players in the starting lineup with 3 or more fouls. BG on the bench right now at 5 as Aliyah Boston's strong move gets the bucket.
Did a good job communicating their switches right there.
Cloud the drive, the dish blocked by Boston. And then a collision on the floor, and they're just going to rule this out of bounds. The rebound, and she pushes the pace. Jones loses it behind the back. It's a 2-on-2 break. Hull trying to attack Cloud, spinning. Hull elevates.
Of those 4, at minimum, without Caitlin Clark, and it's the first injury that she has suffered that's kept her out of a game since before college. Good hands there by Colson, who comes up with the steal. Boston has the size advantage and takes advantage.
And then the patience to allow Aliyah Boston to get ahead of the basketball.
Aliyah Boston with those 3 fouls. Backdoor pass. It's Lexi Hull. Turns it over.
Watch the handle of Aliyah Boston up the floor, assessing all options. She crosses and slices the court in transition and then drops a dime on Hull. Well done.
Certainly seems destined to make that 3 for 3 here this year.
It's working. Feed the post.
Boston, pretty spin.
I mean...
Yes, she does.
What a move right there. And she works on those 2 hard crab dribbles to the midline every day, I believe. Every time I see her, she's working on it. And there's a block.
Oh, and Boston had it blocked, and she thought she blocked it off of Edwards.
This is one of those plays, and I said this the other night, and I'm going to say it again.
Mitchell, patient in the corner, flips it up top. Boston, other side. McDonald, another 3. I'm loving it. 8 to shoot. Boston this time working against Reese. Pivots, puts it up, and 1 opportunity. Aliyah Boston clearing out all the traffic.
Building the Pacers until last night. This one.
Oh, that's a nice little
fake by Boston.
The handoff and the pass back to Aliyah Boston. Fake left, drive right, make it all look so easy.
Boston being very physical with Somerley. Count it.
Oh well, usually it's with her back to the basket. Here it's the drive, initiate, boom, boom, and then finish, get the foul call, go to the free throw line. But just an exceptional use of her strength.
A rare miss at the rim for Aliyah Boston, the league's top field goal percentage shooter in the WNBA, but it's Boston who comes up with the steal and the find to Howard. Connecticut's still looking for their first 3-pointer of the game. Indiana's hit a couple. Clark has 1 of the 2. Clark through a double team. Boston extra pass. Howard hangs, and Howard lays it in.
Hey, the lift, and you're going 2-on-1 on the backside. Howard.
Clock going down. Caitlin Clark passing. It's Boston at the buzzer. And she puts it in. It counts. I'm here inside of Chase Center. That 3 counts from Boston. She's got a game-high 15 points.
Boston knocks it away. Cunningham hits the deck. Fever forced 11 first half turnovers. Cross court. Here is Cunningham. Plum feeds it inside. It's just trying to get that ball on the rim. Did a nice job of it. Now Indiana with a 3-on-1. Bull races, reverses, and finishes.
Page 1 of 6 shooting to open the game. The Wings are only 2 of 14. Howard lobs it inside Boston, and Maisha Hines-Allen got lost. Allowed for the easy 2.
Natasha, and she's going to get into paint. And so the defense has to step up to protect the drive, and now she puts that air on the ball, and AB is able to finish that shot at the rim. That was beautiful.
Here's McDonald. Mitchell, that great curl she does. Inside, what a pass.
What a shot to create space.
Enrique started 0 for 3. She's 4 of her last 5. Boston, though, right down the left side. But Indiana played a flawless first 10 minutes of this game. Nice backdoor cut. What a pass. We talked in the first and second quarter about Boston's passing ability.
She's had 2 offensive fouls, too, off the ball.
Mitchell finds Boston and gets it to go.
I mean, it's a clinic right now.
Here's Mitchell off the screen, but can't connect on the 3. Boston offensive rebound, rolls it in, and a foul. The 2 bigs bring the ball up the floor, and Hamby wasn't ready for that.
How about that change of pace? That burst like a guard. Gets downhill to the rim.
Here is Boston. Indiana a little out of rhythm on this possession. Boston spins to the rim and lays it in.
She sees the double and she spins away from it. Watch Aliyah Boston, the drive to the middle. Here comes 6'6" Azurá Stevens to help.
Lob inside. Boston too far underneath. Shot clock down to 5. Kick out Mitchell. Oh, yes! Here is McDonald inside for Boston, who's back on the floor. Boston, handoff McDonald.
Beautiful give and go. Has made 3 triples all season. She's 3 for 13.
And Boston just took that one away. Hayes and McBenley not on the same page. Here's Clark off to the races. Clark flips it up, flips it in. Here is Kelsey Mitchell, 3rd All-Star appearance. Is coming next week. Bounce past McDonald, and a good find for Boston.
So that's just a great read by AB. Their 3-point shooting. Now look at this dribble handoff fake, and the curl by McDonald.
The Fever have not been called for a foul here in the 3rd quarter. Boston to a cutting hole.
Another nice job. That dribble at backdoor action. Back-to-back assists for Boston. She is the best passing big in the league.
And has
They elevate each other because of how hard they compete. Nice look, Aliyah Boston with a gorgeous dime to Kelsey Mitchell for 2. Boston's playmaking just outstanding from the front court.
And she goes back the other way. Also one of the best facilitating bigs in the W. Look at that pass. And Indiana does such a good job of clearing.
Cunningham lobbing it in. Boston. Bodies inside. Aliyah Boston. How good has Aliyah Boston been?
The interior and her ability face up, back to the basket, feel the D. Then she goes back the other way.
The Fever are 12 for 15 in the quarter.
3 defenders just then on Paige Beckers. 3.
Here's Becker stumping it in. Azurá gets denied by Boston. It was a 1-point Indiana lead after 1. Clark giving it up. Boston
through the lane, lays it in, plus the foul.
Now you see a trap there on Clark, forcing her to give up the ball, but Indiana keeps the ball moving in rotation, and that's something about this team.
Clark with 3 of the 4 turnovers for Indy. Another pass inside. Good job by Mitchell to gather. Boston gets another assist.
Yeah, that's where Aliyah Boston has been extra special this year, is finding that next level as a facilitator.
She is
Back to that facilitation of Aliyah Boston right here. She is reading the cutters, fakes the handoff, and good read by Kelsey Mitchell.
Boston somehow found Howard. That was a blaze of a pass.
Aliyah Boston had her eye on Natasha Howard before she got the ball. Aliyah Boston already knew where to go with the basketball as soon as she caught it. The defense was in rotation. And
strong start for Brianna Stewart and Natasha Cloud here as Ari McDonald gets inside, loses the defense, and lays it up and in.
And it's a great pass from Aliyah Boston, who they've been running a lot of their offense through. She is a very cerebral, facilitating post. I think you've got to put your hands up.
Here is Boston. Cross court, Mitchell fires. You bet! On a 3. Indiana has opened up an 8-point lead. 3 fouls now for Howard. Here's Boston. Another nice pass from Aliyah Boston to Mitchell for 2.
Anytime Aliyah Boston catches the ball anywhere around the free throw line area, if there's a back cutter who's even open for a second, she will find them and deliver the pass.
Ionescu. 7 assists for Ionescu. Indiana's really struggled to score here in this second half as Boston able to twist that one in off the window, plus the foul. Boston finds the cutter. It's Timpson who lays it in. Tracks it back down. Off to Boston. Backdoor, Mitchell the cut, and the finish. Tough bucket from Kelsey Mitchell. And get Kelsey Mitchell.
First you'll see the beautiful cut finish, but she got hit.
Nate Tibbetts.
Only 15 three-point attempts and 6 makes for Phoenix from outside the line.
Boston step through, lays it in. You can't stop her.
The fourth quarter. On ball screen, middle third. She draws the switch and just overpowers in the paint.
That's the shot she wanted to take the last time down.
Exactly. Playing in her 11th game for the Dallas Wings, has started, as we mentioned, 3 consecutive games.
Tough.
Oh, how about that pass outside to Howard?
Oh,
Boston at the basket, foul on Haley Jones.
You have to literally move her out geographically away from the lane. Doesn't matter who she puts in the game, they become the X factor.
That's going to be tipped, and the Wings will turn it over for the first time.
So you got to stop the ball. Can't let him get all the way to the basket.
Speed is the rookie's biggest trait. Has it knocked away. She should have looked up and said, "Oh, aren't you an all-star?" And Cunningham completes it.
The on-ball screen with Kelsey Mitchell. Beautiful ball movement by Indiana to find the open player inside.
And a deflection there from Boston leads to a steal. Here comes McDonald and a quick start for the Fever. Here's Boston. Boston, good look inside. Howard lays it in. Nobody in the league at 6'4" or taller averages more assists than Aliyah Boston.
An excellent passer, whether she's at the free throw line area or when she gets the ball on the block.
Okay. Here's McDonald. Bounces to Boston, center the lane, able to flip it in. It's another double-double for Aliyah Boston.
See the handoff by Aliyah Boston. Mitchell falls, and then it's a good delivery by Ari McDonald to Boston. Just lofts it up with that left hand.
Here's Mitchell. Good look. Boston finishes plus the foul. A chance for 3 for Aliyah Boston. See Mitchell.
And it has to be frustrating for Kelsey Mitchell the way she shot the ball today, but you continue to work, continue to play hard. She makes the right decision.
Howard, nearly a double dribble there. Deep position from Boston, uses the left hand. A thing of beauty there from the third-year pro.
Tough to handle. Seals off hand-beat, uses her body so well. Close with that little left-handed hook shot as she goes.
Absolutely, Allie.
Use her as a hub. They play through her, and there's the playmaking ability there. How about that? Mitchell. Pocket pass. Here's Boston getting downhill. Boston right at the cup.
Mitchell to Boston.
3 on the shot clock. And Boston on the run out. And 1.
Feet. Running it down, and Nicole McConney, you just got to run by that. You can't even get in the way. Back off. There's no chance, even though Cunningham uses that left arm to...
Here's Cunningham. Off to Boston. Boston turns the corner. Spinning inside and laying it in. Cunningham a 3. Back iron it off. Out to Mitchell. Boston inside. Oh, the volley pass and the volley lay.
But hugely important for them to share the wealth in that regard.
Boston was pushed out. 7 to shoot. Boston methodical.
Looks for cutters. Charles the defense. Back on to Boston. Tina Charles. Backdoor Mitchell pouncing in the paint for 2. 30 points for Mitchell. That's the 4th on Charles.
Can't get caught ball watching right there. Great recognition by Boston as Mitchell makes that backdoor cut.
Boston backing her way inside, spins, fades, fires, and hits. 8% from the field. They're 9 of 21 from the three-point line. Boston spins inside, and she's got back-to-back buckets.
Boston in transition to the rim. Fever within 7.
Eddie looking inside, finds Hull. Boston, deep position, 2 more!
Las Vegas, August 2nd, that Nafisa Collier sprained her ankle, so she's missed the last 7 games. Minnesota's got 9 and 2 without her. Boston spins and lays it off the glass.
Aliyah Boston at 6'5". She is agile and strong down low, finishing
Did nothing for the Lynx. They've opened up a 12-point lead on their home courts. Here's Boston, so effective in the first quarter, right back to work here in the third. And reacted, looked like it was a lot more violent than that. It's still got to hurt, though. The pass from Williams. Oh, Collier is blocked in the head. And that officials need to look at it. Powers came from the backside. Boston was on the front side. And she got a bucket anyway. Sims, 4 on the shot clock. Sims, we're looking for an opening, has Boston cutting through the lane. Aliyah Boston beats the shot clock.
Good hands there by Aliyah Boston, just wrestles it away from Agumake, and here is Mitchell.
5 out, empty block, and you have to contest shots. Right here, Aliyah Boston again, great ball pressure. Usually you'd have a 2-for-1 right here if you had Caitlin Clark on the floor, but without Caitlin Clark, you really need to get a good look.
They do get a good look, and it's Boston to Mitchell. Here is Boston going at the rookie. Boston using her strength to get to the rim.
That one more dribble puts the shot blocker inside the cylinder of the rim.
It's been a strong start to the third quarter here for Indiana. An 11-point lead has grown to 16, and Boston adding to it, and 1 and a foul.
Cameron Brink and Ray Burrell going to be checking in next time there's a stoppage for LA. Here's Turner in traffic, and she gets it up off the window.
Beautiful pass from Boston.
7 on the shot clock. Mitchell turning the corner. Jump stop in the lane, loses the ball. Brink throws it right to Boston. Easy layup. Here's Mitchell, always dangerous with the ball in her hands. Finds Boston free throw line. Boston against Hamby. Jump hook, gets the soft bounce.
Boston going backdoor for Kelsey Mitchell.
Kelsey Mitchell moving without the basketball, but Boston with a perfect pass leading her to the basket. The ball movement is so crisp.
12-2 run for the Valkyries since the restart. They were down 3-2, now up 9, make it 7. Boston, a great move.
Ooh, busted play.
Turnover.
Here comes Sims, flying down the floor and scoring is Mitchell.
You see the fight on her as well.
Well, the Sky snapped a 4-game losing streak with an impressive 24-point win in their game on Wednesday. So far, the Fever have been able to overcome Chicago's strong rebounding night as Boston spins and gets it to go. So far in the second half, it's been one step forward, one step back for the Sky as Boston turns the corner on Cardoso, bakes it home, and a foul.
The dunk, the look off, the finish and foul.
Alicia Clark and stayed seamless with the philosophy and culture and playing with joy as being the top tier point of emphasis there. Mitchell in transition lays that up and in for our first bucket of the game. Here's Turner, she's into the ball game. 6 on the shot clock, Boston. Inside, drop off to Turner, collects, and finishes. Emily Angsler. 4th foul on Austin. Boston down low, double turn, drops it off to Howard, who lays it up and in.
One of the things Stephanie White, head coach of the Fever, told us was we don't really have the personnel to be able to go 3 for 3 and match Atlanta. So we're going to have to keep them out of those rhythm threes as Boston, guarded by Howard. They slide it into Boston, center of the lane, turning and finishing. Aliyah Boston, beautiful move. In the rehearsal, they both were shown. Mitchell again. Boston finding Mitchell backdoor.
Boston bottled up, but down Timpson. Another good pass from Boston. Great passing out of double team. Powell.
Guarded by Mitchell.
Turns it over, and here comes the Fever.
Powers pulls up and hits it.
That's her shot.
Indiana electing not to call a timeout. Boston almost gave it away. Into Boston for the lead. She hits it. Indiana goes up.
Boston gets it. Mitchell is denied, but then Jordan Canada falls. Bree Jones almost gets it, but that's a second defender that's gone down in Bree Jones' court. Chelsea Gray's 5'11". Odyssey Sims and Kelsey Mitchell's 5'8".
Boston up, under, and in.
The first game of the semifinals of the WNBA, and I am just so impressed.
Oh, Boston just faked Wilson out of her shoes to get the basket. Here's Angel Gray.
Well, Pam, there were 3 things, Angel, that Stephanie White told us to watch out for. She said we have to keep Vegas under 8 3-pointers. We have to win the free throw battle.
Here's Hull. Working behind Boston. Boston was open. Great fake, and Boston lays it in. Sims back to Boston. Going back to work and dropping it in. An aggressive and effective Aliyah Boston. Hull needs some help. Dump it in Boston. Find the cutter. Timpson lays it in. Who is in the game? Melissa Smith is who sat down with Lloyd coming in. Backdoor. Mitchell lays it in on a beautiful delivery from Boston.
Here. Kelsey Mitchell so quick, just one step. Bell bites. Mitchell able to get to the rim.
Bell picks up Deanna. A 5-point lead. Young, a 3 is good.
How tough is that shot? Just coming off the on ball, getting her feet set.
2-point game. Boston center of the lane. Finishes plus the foul. Aliyah Boston going to work early in the third.
What have we seen? 3 possessions in a row from the Indiana Fever. The concerted effort to get Aliyah Boston a touch in the paint. A concerted effort to get Aliyah Boston a touch in the paint. That time, A'ja Wilson, his arm is caught around, so she fouls her on the left side while Boston finishes. Aliyah Boston wants contact physically when she has the ball in the post. A'ja Wilson wants space.
Boston, gorgeous delivery. Dana Evans in off the bench for Las Vegas. Backdoor, Petty will lay it in on a beautiful delivery from Boston.